What is up, everybody? It's Mike from True Business You, and we're back with the weekly series. You already know what time it is. Time for Week 14 NFL predictions. Last week, I made up some ground on Daniel. Who could have predicted that the Giants would beat the Seahawks? That's crazy. A pretty brutal loss for the Cardinals to the Rams. They needed that win badly. All right, I said we get right into things, but before we do that, I need to remind you guys that this video was made before Washington Steelers, Bills 49ers, and of course the Tuesday night game, Ravens Cowboys. All right, let's get right into things. The first game, a Super Bowl 2018 rematch. Back in 2018, Patriots-Rams. The Patriots obviously won that Super Bowl. I think it was 13-3 was the final score. Now, that was the most boring game I've ever watched of any professional sport. Well, besides a couple of baseball games, and I am a baseball fan, so don't be offended, baseball fans. However, the Rams, they had a huge win against the Cardinals. And the Patriots, on the other hand, had an even bigger win against the Chargers. They destroyed the Chargers. What was the score? Let me just look real quick. 45-0. Are you joking me? I chose the Chargers to win that game too. How'd they get embarrassed that badly? That's embarrassing. I really think that the Patriots are heading in the right direction. They're even contending for the AFC playoffs, but I don't want to pick against the Los Angeles Rams. I think they're a more complete team. However, Bill Belichick does probably have something in mind. He was able to hold them to 3 points back in 2018 when they had a really high-powered offense. Can he do it again though? I'm leading with Los Angeles in this matchup. Titans versus Jaguars. Okay, come on now. The Titans, oh my God. Give the ball to Derrick Henry. They game schemed, it was such bad game scheming. There's a reason they lost that game to the Browns so badly. One of them was obviously their defense gave up a touchdown every 2 plays to Baker Mayfield, which that's a problem that has to be addressed. But when things were getting close again, you got to just rely on Derrick Henry and not just throw the ball. Corey Davis, he's a bright spot in that offense. He's definitely having a breakout year. I definitely think the Vikings could beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars who, you saw what happened. The Jaguars were playing the Vikings. They were like, oh, the Jets might win. You saw the little nod, from the Jaguars coach. Yo, Mike Glennon. Yo, we can't win this game. So then obviously, when the game's on the line, you need Trevor Lawrence. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jaguars threw to get Trevor Lawrence. It didn't look like that, obviously, but in my head, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I wonder what the coach is saying to Mike Glennon right now. The Jaguars obviously lost that game. Vikings played pretty well on offense. They won the coin toss. You knew it was over by then. I think the Titans win this game. Vikings versus Buccaneers. This is a good game right here. And guess what? The Buccaneers, they've been struggling as of late. Mike Evans, he's getting better with Tom Brady. But, little drama. Tom Brady, Bruce Arians, is everything okay down in Tampa? I don't know. Now, Minnesota, lucky win versus the Jaguars. Obviously, they won the coin toss, but they didn't, things weren't pretty at the beginning. I like what Kirk Cousins is doing with Adam Thielen and Jefferson. Really good offense with Dalvin Cook as well. Give me the upset. Let's go with Minnesota over Tampa Bay. It's in Tampa Bay, which is obviously against that pick, but I do think that, Minnesota is heading in the right direction. They've won, I think, 4 of the last 5 games. I just like Minnesota in this pick more than Tampa Bay. Chiefs versus Dolphins. Now, this could be a good game. The Miami Dolphins have had at least one takeaway in each of their last 25 games or some crazy number. The Dolphins defense is playing good. The Chiefs offense is the best in the league. Defense versus offense. All right, I'm going to have to pick the Chiefs just because when it's Tua versus Pat Mahomes, Tua just isn't there yet. He didn't even look that great against the Bengals. They're calling too many run plays, in my opinion. Let Tua throw it deep. Come on now. Chiefs win this game. Broncos versus Panthers. I don't care. All I want to see is Christian McCaffrey. Now, the Broncos were able to keep things close with the Chiefs, and I was impressed. Not impressed enough to choose them over the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey should be back. The Panthers' offense has deep play potential with a really strong receiving core. Give me the Carolina Panthers in this game. And then we have the Texans at the Bears. Another interesting game right here. The Bears. Oh, my gosh. They choked so hard to the Lions. All they had to do was run the ball. Mitchell Trubisky fumbled. Lions got back in the game. Matt Stafford's insane. And the Bears choked to the Lions. However, the Bears offense did put up big points in that game, which is a high spot. Can they do that again against the Texans? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm going with Deshaun Watson over Mitchell Trubisky any day. Give me the Texans right here. Should be a close one. Cardinals versus Giants. The Giants beat Arizona a year or 2 ago. Can they do it again? They're coming off of a win against the Seattle Seahawks. Colt McCoy will forever be a legend. I don't even know who it is, but I guess he's better than Russell Wilson. No. But it's going to be Kyler Murray versus Daniel Jones, most likely. Daniel Jones, I read that he has a 90% chance, maybe 95 to play in this game. It's in New York. The Cardinals offense has been struggling, honestly. They have to be a little bit better. DeAndre Hopkins, most of his catches, honestly, have been coming in garbage time, but he's been going against Jalen Ramsey and other strong corners as well the last couple of weeks. I definitely think that the Cardinals will bounce back right here. This game is going to show us what type of a team Arizona is. Do they want to be in the playoffs or not? Cowboys versus Bengals. This game is not going to be a fun one. We have Ryan Finley / whoever their other backup quarterback is who got injured against the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys fans, I know you've had your misery this season, the highs and lows, but I'm here to tell you things will turn around for you this game. The Cowboys should beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Colts versus Raiders. Both of these teams sit in the AFC playoffs as we speak. They're in contention. Are they in? Are they out? They're right on the border. We need to see which one of these teams is going to win this game. This is a really important game for playoff seeding. I'm going to give this win to Indianapolis. The Raiders had a tough game with the Jets. That's what, repeat what I just said. Put that in a loop. The Raiders had a tough game with the Jets. Come on. The Colts win this game. Jets versus Seahawks. Oh, my God. Seahawks lost to the Giants. Jets, they're on the up and up. I'm telling you. Should I even predict? I'm debating, should I pick the Jets? Come on now. Nah. Gonna have to give this win to Seattle. Packers versus Lions. Lions, nice win against the Bears. I kind of saw that one coming. I thought that there would be a little bit of an upset potential there. Packers, they had they kind of controlled the entire game with Philly, and I think they'll do it again right here. NFC North matchup, but I'm giving this win to Green Bay for sure. Falcons versus Chargers. Falcons heading in the right direction. Chargers 45-0. They're trash. They can't close games out, but neither can the Falcons. I'm still not convinced that the Falcons have what it takes. Obviously, the early part of the season was brutal for Atlanta, but that was they had an opportunity for a game-winning drive against New Orleans, couldn't capitalize. The Chargers, they've been solid the past couple of weeks, keeping games close, and then they just got blown out by New England out of the blue. Give me Los Angeles. I think Los Angeles bounces back. I have no clue how they got blown out that badly against New England, but I think they'll bounce back right here against Atlanta. Washington versus the 49ers. I think this is going to be one of the games of the week right here. We have two teams fighting for the playoffs. Washington really needs this win if they want to contend with the Giants. Give me Washington right here. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. I like what Alex Smith is doing with Terry McLaurin and Antonio Gibson. That running back room is actually pretty solid down in Washington. J.D. McKissick, Antonio Gibson, both solid players, both contribute differently to the run game. And I also really don't think that the 49ers are going to be able to have much on offense against the Washington defensive front. The defensive front for Washington has been playing very well as of late. I'm going to take Washington in this game. And then next up, we have the Saints versus Eagles. As much as I want to choose the Eagles, I'm not going to. Jalen Hurts did look, let me just say this. Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Don't hate. He's a better quarterback talent. However, because the Eagles' offensive line is the worst in the entire NFL history, Jalen Hurts looks better in that scheme because he's able to extend plays with his legs. He looks quicker. He'll make throws on the run that Wentz can't. So that's why he's looking better in Philadelphia. He'll probably start this game, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. But give me Taysom Hill and the Saints to win this game. Steelers versus Bills. All right, this is probably the game of the week, not Washington. The Steelers and Bills played it was like a 16-16, super low-scoring game. I think it was a year or two ago. It was another really boring game of football. It was a defensive battle. Honestly, I don't think that's what it's going to be like. Josh Allen now has Stephon Diggs, which is different than before, and Ben Roethlisberger is playing Ben Roethlisberger is playing a lot better than he was at the time of that game. The Steelers' offense is really good. The Bills' offense is really good. Which defense can contain the other team? Give me the Buffalo Bills in this matchup. The Steelers have to prove themselves right here. If they can beat this team, then they're a contender for sure. Ravens versus Browns. Oh my gosh. All right, the Browns somehow are 9-3, and the Ravens are not 9-3. I don't know how that happened, but kudos Browns. You're definitely turning some heads, that's for sure. However, the Browns already lost 38-3 to this team, and I don't know how they're going to lose this game, but I'm pretty sure they will. The Baker Mayfield cycle. He does good, he does bad. He does good, he does bad. I think Lamar Jackson and the Ravens find a way to win this game. That 38-3 loss is just in my head, it's resounding. 38-3. Ravens versus Browns. Give me the Ravens right there. Those are all the game picks for Week 14. Let me know what you guys think down below. Subscribe, like, and there you go.